All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Was it yesterday or the day before we talked about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin fork split that could be coming up? And a lot of you guys need to be watching this carefully because I told you guys I'm not sure it was at the end of the video that I had a dream. I saw a price of $350, and then I saw that price collapse to uh, $89 or $98. Yeah, $98, I believe it was. Okay, so and I'm thinking to myself, that cannot be the normal Bitcoin. That's got to be something else. So it was, most likely it's Bitcoin Unlimited. And because if they do 70-30 split, Bitcoin Unlimited will come out around 350. So as you guys can see, Bitcoin right now is at 1,032. And this is on this page right here. This is a different site. This is not Coinbase numbers. This is a different. Every site has different numbers for some strange reason. Maybe it's because their commissions are all different. So they price it differently because of commissions. Okay, so anyways, Bitcoin's at 1,032, and ETH is up. ETH is at 39. Okay. What else? What is this? Dosh is at 100. Okay, that's another coin that a lot of you guys don't know about, but if you guys are into cryptocurrency, you probably know what Dosh is. It's just another coin. There's so many coins now, so just do your research on each of the coins that you want to do. Of course, Coinbase only really sells ETH and Bitcoin, but there's a lot of other wallets out there that give you everything. As you see, Bitcoin is rising now. It's at 127. ETH is at 39. Okay, so these are only two coins in Coinbase. They keep it simple with just two the two big ones basically. Well, two most popular ones. I know Doge coin is getting popular. I think there's Doge, there's a Doge coin, and then there's another. There's several different dashes. Okay, so you guys can look that up if you want to, if you're interested in the dash coins. Okay. Well, yeah. So in the dream I had, and no one hit me up. Nobody, none of the prophetic people hit me up. None of the pastors or prophets or evangelists or anybody. Nobody. Maybe God hasn't shown you guys yet or given you guys an answer yet. But I received no messages from you guys about this prophetic dream that I had about 350 and then 98. Okay, so and I didn't stay in the dream long enough to see what happened after 98. I just presumed that it was going to go to zero. You know what I mean? Okay, if it went to 350 to 98, then most likely it's going to go into the pennies, right? And that's probably most likely the Bitcoin Unlimited. Okay, that is soon to come with this hard fork split. So prepare yourselves. You know what I mean? I'm telling people just to wait. If you want to buy Bitcoin, I'm just telling you to wait it out. Wait out for this hard fork, because if it comes, it looks like it's going to be a 70-30 split. Okay. And where Bitcoin goes from there, the original Bitcoin, the original BTC. I'm not sure if they're going to call it a different name. They might call it BCC afterwards or something, or they might keep it at BTC. I don't know. Okay, but the original BTC Bitcoin will probably balance itself around 700 if there is a 70-30 split, and then start to make its way gradually back up to 1,000. Okay, and then the Bitcoin Unlimited would just crash itself out. Everybody will be selling their free shares, their free coin shares and things of that nature. Um, and you see here that Roger Ver, he's probably the biggest owner of Bitcoin. He's got to be, at least in the public eye. Roger Ver has received a pre-hard fork trade offer worth up to 130,000 bitcoins. Okay. Now 6,000. Now let's just go. 1,000 bitcoins is $1 million, right? So right at the price is at now, right? It's a little bit over $1 million. So So 10,000 bitcoins is about $10 million, right? And so 100,000 bitcoins is $100 million. So he has 130,000 coins. So that's at the price it's at now, that's over 130 million dollars. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go down here. It says, according to the post, Bitcoin Talk Forum, a Bitcoin bag holder known as Loaded signed a message to a wallet containing 40,000 BTC. Wow. Okay, he says he tells Roger Ver, let's make a deal, 1-for-1 trade at least 60,000, possible up to 130,000. Um, it says, okay, so that hold up. So let's go back here because that means Roger has more than 130,000 bitcoins. Okay, because if he's willing to do a deal for 130,000 up to 130,000 Bitcoin, he's got way more than 130,000 Bitcoin. He probably has 300,000. He probably has 300,000 Bitcoins. Okay, so let me correct that, because if he could do a deal up to 130,000, then he has more than 130,000, right? So you would think that maybe he has 200, 300, 400. I'll just go on a limb and say he's got about 300 to 400,000 bitcoins. Okay, so he's living on the wild side. He's got $300 million or more in Bitcoin, and he's also loaded up on Dosh coin as well. So and he took that, and that thing went to 100, probably because when he loaded up on it, and they found out he loaded it, so they took it to 100. I'm not sure if he's unloading now at 100 plus. I don't know. So he says, my BTU Bitcoin Unlimited, which Bitcoin Unlimited is not. It is going is out. It is out right now, but it's not confirmed yet for a split, right? So and then there's a lot of bugs in Bitcoin Unlimited as well. He says for your BTC. Okay. Let me see here. So this is Verge right here. As you guys know, I seen him he just did an interview saying that he wasn't going to. He did an interview saying that he owes 95% BTC and 5% Dash, and he wasn't. He didn't. He had no plans on unleashing his bitcoins into the markets. He just did an interview about that a couple of weeks ago. Now he's just automatically changed his mind, and he's saying that he could unload a whole bunch of 100,000 bitcoins into the market. Now, of course, there will be some big whales that will eat that up and grab it and buy it off him at definitely around 800, 700. Because they saw what happened to I'm not gonna get this right. Let me get the name right. ETH. What is it called? Ethereum. Ethereum Classic. Okay, so they saw what happened to Ethereum Classic, and they saw that Ethereum, the real Ethereum, just went to record highs this year. So it braced the split. The Ethereum Classic got destroyed because everybody who had, I guess, free shares, free coins, just sold all of it out and just crashed that. And then the normal Ethereum stayed on its own and then started to rise into record highs into early this year. So they're betting that Bitcoin's going to do the exact same thing if there is a split. Now I dream that there probably is going to be a split because I saw 350, and I know Bitcoin ain't going to 350. The original Bitcoin might it's not going to 350 from 1,000, but Bitcoin Unlimited could start out at 350 and then go and then be destroyed. Okay, by people like this that are going to unleash their Bitcoins into the market and probably into Bitcoin Unlimited and just crash Bitcoin Unlimited. Okay, so just to and cash out. I don't know. Okay, so let me see here. says Vert to dump Bitcoin BTC stash as foreboding foreboding grips Bitcoin. I don't know what that means. Um. Okay, so it says rumors to have a total of 300,000 coins. Okay, so yeah, there it is right there. So it says Verd has already signaled his own vote of no confidence in Core, so BTC Core. So basically, he's trying to he's Verd is trying to promote Bitcoin Unlimited so this thing can go through. So he can, and then he'll dump basically his Bitcoins and dump everything in Bitcoin Unlimited as well and just cash out. Now he could. I don't know why he's doing this, but I think there's a lot of money for him in this. Somebody's paying him a lot of money to promote this Bitcoin Unlimited because all it's doing is bringing down the value of Bitcoin. Who wants the value of the normal original Bitcoin to go down? Why not? If you own 300,000 coins and you know without this Bitcoin Unlimited, Bitcoin is going to 3,000 to 10,000 plus within the next year or two or three. Why would you even risk not becoming a trillionaire? 300,000 coins is $300 million. So if Bitcoin went to 10,000, this guy would be a freaking multi-billionaire, close to trillionaire, right? So why would you risk that by doing this Bitcoin Unlimited unless somebody is paying you a lot of money to do it? You know what I'm saying? So he's one of the guys that are pushing this Bitcoin Unlimited, which is just going to crash, by the way, and people are going to lose a lot of money that are buying it up right now. And Bitcoin is going to go back to standing on its own, right? But here's the problem. We're gonna have to suffer for at least 6 months while Bitcoin Unlimited is crashing and people are confused between the two coins. And then once that Bitcoin Unlimited crashes, then Bitcoin will stand on its own, like Ethereum it did last year, and then Bitcoin late next year into September, maybe October, November, December will then pick up steam and then rise, and then into next year, early next year, like Ethereum did, and will go and just explode into record highs. Okay, that's what I think is coming. I think that if they do this fork, and I did dream about it, so it probably is coming. Bitcoin will go down to about 700, 750. Bitcoin Unlimited will come out around 350, and then Bitcoin Unlimited will just crash. And then Bitcoin will have to suffer for about 6 months, and then finally, everybody will realize that Bitcoin is the pure Bitcoin original is what is the key and is the only thing that you need. And then Bitcoin will start to rise, and then it will finally break 1,400, and then it will continue up to 2,000 plus into 3,000. Okay, so if this happens, we're not looking at. I'm not going to forecast 3,000 for Bitcoin this year. I will forecast 2,000 because I believe the last 3 months are going to be key, and people are going to come back and start buying like crazy and get it to 2,000 plus. And then early January, February, and March, we're probably going to see 3,000 plus in Bitcoin. Okay, so of next year. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing. If they do this fork. If they do not do this fork because God intervenes or something happens where they can't get it off the ground because of technical issues and things, because down here they were talking about technical issues and viruses and all those things that are in this Bitcoin Unlimited, and so as you see here, they got people already buying Bitcoin Unlimited at $350 per coin. You got people offering that at this price. I'm not sure who it is. This is also predicting the fork future is Bitfinex, okay, which is currently offering BTU at futures at a rate of 350. So that's what I saw in my dream. That confirms it right there. Now I need the profits to message me as well, but that confirms it. I saw 350 in my dream. These people are doing the futures of Bitcoin Unlimited at 350, and I believe, and then I saw it drop drastically to 98, and then down from there. I woke up. Okay, so and then of course Bitcoin will be at around 720, 730. Okay, so that's it for me. I hope this doesn't happen, but if it does, we got to bear it. Eyes open. Bye.